history. Make history. Make history. Make history. Make history. Wow. Make history. 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 Make history.
Make history. That was my latest track, Make History. I had to make that song. I was just feeling the vibes that day, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make history by making a song called Make History. So I made history again, and now it's time to make history one more time, and then again after that, and another time after that, because this is episode 3 of Carcell Pod. Welcome, everybody. Hope y'all brought y'all ears to this episode, because I'm gonna tell y'all a story again. Where did I leave off? Oh yeah, the National Mag Shapeshifts. Y'all know how they exist now, right? Y'all heard the story on the last episode. If you ain't heard the story, then go back to episode 2 and listen to that. Since people say now I'm speaking gibberish and I'm schizophrenic, speaking schizophrenic, something like that. I don't know, but I'm telling a story. So if your attention span can't keep up, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? But I'm telling a story, so just keep up. But National Mag Shapeshifts, yeah, like you heard it on the last episode. I'm not gonna say it again. You just gotta go back and watch it. I'm not gonna say it again. Yeah, go back and listen. I mean, but yeah, like it is what it is. That's the story. You know, regardless of what people think about it, that's just how it happened. Like, and that's the thing about life, is that we can't really control how things happen in life. You know what I mean? Stuff just happens randomly. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people probably wish it had a different origin story, but that's just how it happened. So, you know, but I'm thankful for it happening like that. You know what I mean? Because that makes room for relationships to grow. You know what I mean? With the people who were involved, or the person that was involved. That made the whole entire thing even possible, just because I was thinking about all the right things at the right time and talking to the right person at the right time and at the right moment. You know what I mean? So that's basically what's going on. You know, so, but you know what I mean, but the National Mag Shapeshifts is cool. Let's talk about let's just talk about the National Mag Shapeshifts. I think that's just an exciting topic to talk about. A very exciting topic to talk about, because they don't exist. You know what I mean? So, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Actually, let me tell this story. Okay, let me tell this story. Alright, how did it happen, right? Man, what a good story. So you heard the story of how it happened, right? So now I'm gonna tell you the story of what was going through my mind after I thought of it, because I was very excited when I thought about the National Mag Shapeshifts. I was very excited about it. So initially, you know, I'm just like going crazy, like, yo, what? I can't believe I just thought about an America-shaped cruise ships. You know what I mean? So I was just thinking about it, and I was thinking, you know what I mean? I was like, dang, like, what is that like? Like, what is it gonna look like? You know what I mean? In my mind. And at first, it looked like in my mind, it looked like a regular ship, but it looked like an aircraft. The color of it was like an aircraft carrier, basically just like gray. You know what I mean? In my mind, but it was shaped like America in my mind, but it was gray, like an aircraft carrier. Like it was just like a regular ship, just like not really anything special about the color. There's nothing special about the color of any ship, you know what I mean, or anything like that. But yeah, like that's what I thought of. Like my mind was thinking about like a gray color, like metal, like it looked like it was metal or something like that. You know what I mean? Like just straight up metal, no paint or anything on it. You know what I mean? Like that's what I thought of. That's what my mind. That's how the National American ship looked in my mind when I first designed it in my mind. So, I think that's a pretty interesting fact for the people who think the design that was always like that or whatever or anything else. Like I think that's a pretty interesting fact for people to think about. Like what? It was gray. What? But had to see what was going on in the background. But yeah, like I think that's a pretty interesting thought. Like, you know, it was gray, just like a gray color in my mind. But then I actually, like, when I first thought about it, I was thinking about what it would look like on the inside. You know what I mean? But the top was a focus, but I started thinking about the inside, you know what I mean? Because initially I was, like I said, like the last episode, it was about, you know what I mean, whatever it was. So that was the initial thought was just like more like outdoors and like an outdoor type of energy by the ocean, you know what I mean? So that's why my mind was thinking about the inside, but the outside, the top view, I was thinking about the top view of the National American ships the most out of every thought that I had about the National American ships, the color or whatever. I was thinking about the way it's gonna look from the top, to be honest. Like, wow, just the shape of America on water, like regardless of the color. Honestly, well, at the beginning that's how I felt, but regardless of the color, like I just want to see the shape of America floating on water. Like, I think that would be dope. You know what I mean? So that's exactly what I thought of when I first thought of the National American shaped ships. I was just thinking, like, dang, like, wouldn't that be awesome to see the shape of America just floating on the water, just, you know what I mean, just there. Like, I think that would be dope. But yeah, I thought about that, and but how I ended up coming around to the design, like the American flag, was I had I actually can't remember that part, the American flag, the American flag design, but I think I googled it. Actually, I typed in America shape first. At first I just typed in America shape just to look at it, and I measured it out in my mind. I looked at it and I was like dang, like it seems possible, like it's because America is very symmetrical when you look at it, like up and down and left and right. Like it has a very symmetrical shape, regardless of like the way the edges look. You know what I mean, the edges of America looks, but it has a very symmetrical shape to it at the end of the day. Like it's long and it's not too high, but it's like mid high, like a rectangle. You know what I mean? Honestly, like a football shape. You could put a perfect football shape in the America shape. You know what I mean? It's crazy, but I had Googled, so it started off, the design started off with me Googling America. So I just Googled America, just looked at it, and I was like, oh, okay, you know what? I think that the ship would look dope if it was painted like the American flag. So I typed in American flag design, and I seen somebody made one on the internet, and I was like, yeah, it's gonna look like that. It's gonna look just like that on the water. It's gonna look like the shape of America and painted like the American flag floating on the water, the blue water. That's gonna look crazy. You know, but that's just the looks, you know what I mean? The looks of the National American Shape ships. Then I started thinking about the inside of the National American Shape ships. Like, that's exciting too. You're talking about hotels, restaurants, entertainment, all on a cruise ship shaped like America for the first time ever. What? That sounds like we need to be on there right now, having fun, playing games, watching entertainment, eating food, sleeping in the room, watching TV in the room, on the ship with a window you can look out. Or you could be on the top of the ship with your own drone, taking pictures of yourself and videos of yourself and the beach and the ship. That sounds like fun. So, just imagine the activities on the National American Shape ships. Dang. So I started brainstorming about what I wanted on the ship, you know what I mean? Actually, let me grab the blueprints. Let me read it out to y'all. Let me describe it. So, I ended up drawing a blueprint for the top and the first 4 layers and the bottom of the ship. So the top, right? This is how it's gonna look. So listen, right? The top is gonna look like the American flag, but it's shaped like America, right? That's the whole point of the American shaped cruise ship, is the top view of it. The point is the top view, period. So it looks like that. What's on it? Just space. Mostly space. Mostly space, a pool, and a stage. The blue part of the flag with the stars is the pool, and the rest of it is area, and a little part of it is a stage. So basically it's made for an audience. The audience can either be standing up or chilling in the pool. But we'll see how it ends up turning out, like how big it's gonna be, because I don't know, we're just gonna have to do our measurements in real life, because I just can't really put my fingers on exactly what's gonna be, how big it's gonna be, and what's gonna be on there, like if it could even fit a pool, if you know what I mean, if the pool could be that, if it's gonna be big or if it's gonna be small, like I'm not sure. So, but we'll see how it ends up. I just need to see American shape ship. I need to see a cruise ship in real life, like first, because I never been on a cruise ship before. I never even been on a boat before, so I need to get that experience first. But that's for another time. But yeah. So the blue part with the stars is a pool, and the rest of the area is The rest of the space is just space. It's just area for people to stand and watch what's going on the stage on top of it. That's just what it has to be, because you know because like it's just gonna be, I mean, we're gonna have like stuff at the top, like bars and stuff like that, like to get a drink, and some like stuff, like probably like some areas where you could eat and stuff like that, of course, like sitting down areas, stuff like that. But it's gonna blend with the red, white, and blue stripe. I mean, red and white stripes. So like basically all like the seats and the tables are gonna be like red or white if they're on the red and on the white part of the stripe on the ship. You know what I mean? So that's basically how I want it to look. Like everything blends, so it always looks like it's just America from the top with like people on it, but everything is gonna be like on top of it is gonna like match to blend the top of the ship at all times. Like but I think it's gonna be interesting though to see that, like to see the ship like from the top view. But on the inside, but on the top, that's basically it. You know what I mean? But that's just like, you know what I mean? This is like, things could change. You know what I mean? This is just the beginning, but that's just the top of the ship. So now we're going to the first layer of the ship. So the first layer is gonna be entertainment. I mean, I wrote so much stuff on this paper. Well, it's like a outline of America, and I just filled it up with like stores and stuff like that. So I got McDonald's, arcade, laser tag, Best Buy, bowling. This is when I first. If you listen closely, you could tell I was excited. Like I didn't even think about like how big it could possibly be. I was just thinking like, yo, like this thing about to be so huge that it's not even gonna be like questionable about how big it is. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, but I had to think about it a little bit. I'm like, wait, ships might not be this big. It might not be this big. And I had to scale it down a little bit. So, but yeah, I got all types. I got like probably about like 50 things on here, like 50 stores on this mug and 50 things on the first layer. So I had definitely gonna have to change that. But yeah, that's the first layer. And the second layer was just a whole bunch of stores and restaurants. I put a museum inside the ship and the library inside the ship. But like I said, that mug will have to be super big in order for me to really pull this off the way I want it to. But maybe not. Maybe I just need a professional to look at it, and maybe they can scale it out, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's the second layer. The third layer is where the first layer of hotels are. So, and I drew this, and then I had ended up sharing it. I'm jumping ahead, but I ended up sharing it on social media. But yeah, I'm jumping ahead. But I drew hotel rooms and stuff like that on the inside. So that's gonna definitely work out. That's gonna work out for sure. That's gonna be great. Like to see hotels on the American shaped cruise ship, and to stay in a hotel on the American shaped cruise ship. Like that's gonna be amazing. Like that's gonna be an amazing feeling to know that you're on an American shaped cruise ship, the world's first in 2000, whatever. You know what I mean? I think that's gonna be dope, like for people to have that experience. And yeah, but yeah, that's the first layer of hotels. And on the other paper, there's a second layer of hotels. And then I drew the bottom of the ship, which is cool because it's like, it shows you, like I show you that a ship shape could fit perfectly. I mean, the shape of America could fit perfectly on top of a shape of a ship, like, and you can't see the shape of the ship from the top view, like, but it's perfectly under there though, like supporting the whole shape of America. I think it's amazing. Like, it's crazy to see that it'll work like that. Like, you know what I mean? So like, not like I said, like it's crazy how the origin story is what it is. You know what I mean? Like that's just the story. That's just how it happened. You know what I mean? Like nothing could really ever change it. So that's what I'm saying. So, but yeah, but yeah, that's the bottom of the ship, and I drew like 4 propellers on it. No, I drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I drew 6. I drew 6 propellers. 6 propellers on it. So I was, you know what I mean? But usually, I think the most propellers on the ship I've seen is 3. But we'll see though. We'll see, because when I had drew this first one, I was imagining it super big, like 2 times bigger than 2 times wider than a regular cruise ship. So just imagine that. It's the same size of the biggest cruise ship. I mean, yeah, the same size of the biggest cruise ship in the world, and but 2 times the width of it though. So just imagine it that big. That's where my mind was when I drew these cruise ships, and so that's how big they were. But yeah, I drew that blueprint, and after I drew that blueprint, I was like, I just sat with it for a little bit, but I was immediately like, yo, I gotta patent this. I gotta patent this immediately. So that's what I did. I got a patent. I had called Invent Help, and I spoke to their representatives and stuff like that, and they hooked me up. I ended up getting it patent and stuff like that. But the thing is, I had to pay about $20,000 for their services and stuff like that. So I ended up thinking to myself, like, okay, I think I should just start a fundraiser or something like that. You know what I mean? So I created a GoFundMe, and I signed up for that, and I started my GoFundMe to raise the money for the Invent Help bill and stuff like that. And yeah, Invent Help is gonna help me with basically everything. They're gonna help me with the whole entire back end of the National American Shape Ships, like business and stuff like that. They're gonna launch it for me. They're gonna basically start it off for me, so I don't have to worry about really anything. All I gotta do is just pay them, and then they're gonna do everything for me. But what they're gonna do is they're gonna make illustrations, basically drawings of the National American Shape Ship. So basically, I had to send them my blueprints that I had described to you guys. I had to take pictures of them and all of it and send it to them. And then they ended up already redrawing some of it for me, and ended up sending it back to me. But I'm jumping ahead. But yeah, they're gonna make illustrations. They're gonna do photographs. They're gonna they're gonna make a model or prototype, and they're gonna do a product in production, copyright or trademark, and then I'll end up having an inventory at the end. So basically, that's pretty much everything they're gonna do for me. But yeah, man, I'm thankful for them. You know what I mean, for helping me get it started. You know what I mean, like at least. You know what I mean. So I'm thankful for that. You know, but yeah, I hit up Invent Help, and they ended up helping me. But right now I'm just still waiting on them and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm basically I started my GoFundMe, but after that I wanted to do something else, so I ended up buying t-shirts and started selling the National Milkshake Ships t-shirts as well, to help with the Invent Help bill and stuff like that. So basically I ended up starting a GoFundMe, and I ended up getting paid for my t-shirts as well. So I'm basically making money from t-shirts and GoFundMe for the National Milkshake Ships. So basically that's what happened. So that's where basically I'm at right now, is that I'm getting like a lot of support on Instagram. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what I forgot to mention. But anyways, let me go back, because I'm forgetting details. This is my first time podding, guys, so take it easy on me. But hold on, let me go back. All right, let me go back to, after I hit up Invent Help, I went on social media and tried to basically raise awareness for the whole idea and stuff like that. So I went on Instagram, and I made a video in my backyard. I had a pool back there, so I filled it up with water and stuff like that. And I went to Home Depot and bought some styrofoam foam from I bought some styrofoam, and I bought some cardboard, and like everything that I needed, like a blade and stuff like that, and like paint. And then I went home and made the first America shaped cruise ship models. Well, it's like reference models. They're not like official models or anything like that, but I made these styrofoam and cardboard models just for reference for the internet. Meanwhile, trying to make the money to pay Invent Help off, so I could hurry up and get these real remote control ones, so I could promote those and get the money so I can make the real cruise ships, basically. But anyways, so those are just like the models that I made are just like for reference. But anyways, I started making videos and stuff like that about the ships and stuff like that, just giving people information about it and what's going on and why I need their help and stuff like that. And then I just posted it and stuff like that, and I felt really comfortable posting just because I googled American Shaped Cruise Ship. I didn't even have to, you know what I mean? Like, just think about it. Like, there's no American-shaped cruise ships. I don't have to Google it, you know what I mean? But I Googled it anyways just to see if anybody on the internet just at least designed it or something like that, but there was nothing. So I was really comfortable posting. Actually, the best thing that I could do is post at that point, you know what I mean? And that's what I did, you know what I mean? So, and it ended up working out. So I ended up going viral on Instagram when I posted it, of course, you know what I mean? But yeah, I went viral like immediately. But and that was pretty cool too. Like when it first happened, I was like, whoa. But I kind of expected it, just because it's such a odd thing to hear about, you know what I mean, right now in 2025. But it's an odd thing to hear about and think about, you know what I mean, because there's so much other stuff going on and stuff like that, you know what I mean. It's like, it's crazy right now, but it is like when you hear about it and when you see it right now in 2025, it's like, wow, whatever. But honestly, like it's a really cool idea. Like at the end of the day, you know, I understand it's weird. It's like, yeah, whatever. But you have to admit that American-shaped cruise ships is a dope idea, and I just want to get on right now. You know what I mean? Period. Like, I just want to get on with my drone, capture video and pictures of myself on top of that mug, and enjoy my day on top of there, and look at the ocean too, and then get some food, and then watch a movie or something inside there if there's a theater, and then come back up and then look at the shit out there again. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, yeah. But yeah, but I went viral on Instagram. That was amazing. I was excited. Everybody, all my, you know, I mean, my family members was excited, you know. But I was the most excited because I had the front row seat of the whole thing, you know. So, but am I happy? Yeah, I'm happy. I'm super excited too. Like, you know, because to be the creator of the world's first anything is exciting, you know, and nerve-wracking a little bit. Like, dang, I'm the creator of the world's first American-shaped cruise ship. Like, what? People about to go crazy for these ships, like, especially in America. Like, people gonna go crazy for these ships, yo. Like, I'm about to have a lot going on. There's gonna be a lot of people that want to talk to me. People start DMing me. People start commenting, all types of stuff, like, already. So at that point, but right now it's like that too. But yeah, like when it first hit, I was just like, what? You know what I mean? I wasn't ready. I had to snap on some people, man. Like, but it's okay. I'm not really offended by anybody at all. Like, nobody knows me, so that's good. And if they want to get to know me, they could get to know me, but not like on a personal level. But on the pod, you could get to know me, you know. But that's cool. But I know y'all a bunch of cool people. Y'all just like, what? American-shaped cruise ships? That's weird. Some of y'all like that, but a lot of y'all support, actually. Most of y'all do. But yeah, I'm so excited. Like, I can't even express it, really. Like, I mean, I can, you know what I mean, but it's just gonna take some time. I just need the money and all that stuff, you know what I mean. Like, I have to really be there. Like, once I'm there, we all there. So it starts with me. So I'm just excited to be there. Once I'm there on the ship and we got all the materials to build it, I'm gonna let y'all know, and then we gonna all be on this adventure together, you know. So I just want to let y'all know that, like, this is our adventure, American adventure, you know, on the national American-shaped ships, you know. Yeah, it's my idea. Yeah, I invented it. Yeah, I got all the money, but come on, guys. Come on. You already know me, though. If you don't know me, you're gonna know me, because I'm definitely doing stuff for the world. Definitely doing stuff for the world. This is my dream, to do stuff for the world. I'm coming. Carcell is another one of them big hitters out here. Now, because the national merit shake shifts, best believe it. But yeah, like I hope you guys are excited too. Like, cause like I said, it's not just my. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, you know what I mean, the story and all that stuff, the way it happened. Yeah, they're mine. It's the National Merit Shake Shifts is my baby forever. But you know what I mean, the National Merit Shake Shifts is something that everybody can enjoy. All of our families can enjoy, and that's what I want for the world. I want everybody to step foot on that ship and be on the top of that ship and look, see themselves with a drone, or just stand on there and look at all the red, blue and white, red, white, and blue underneath your feet on something that massive, and you can see the shape a little bit with your own eyes on it, and just imagine being on something even a bigger version of that all the time. You know what I mean? So I think it's going to be amazing for our minds to be able to absorb information like that and think of, you know what I mean, and you know, just be submerged inside of this beautiful energy. You know what I mean? Of the National Merit Shake Shifts, because it's new energy, because they don't exist. Just imagine standing on it. Man, that's going to be amazing. That's going to be amazing. But, you know, me, you know, I got to do this. I got to make it happen. You know what I mean? And if you want to make it happen too, you can help make it happen by telling people, letting the world know, yo, I support America Shaped Cruise Ship. I want to get on the first America Shaped cruise ship right now. If you feel like that, then let the world know. Shit, go ahead and share me on Instagram. Go ahead, share me on TikTok. Go ahead, share me on YouTube. Go ahead, you know, and let the world know about Carcell and the National Merit Shaped Ships and what I'm trying to do to make it happen for us. And it's gonna happen. This is America. Come on. It just takes a little bit of push for us right now, you know, on Instagram. So that's what I need, y'all. That's y'all mission. If you're one of my listeners and you're one of my fans and you don't know what to do, go do that. Go share my stuff on your Instagram and talk about it, so we could all be on the National Merit Shake Ship sooner. Because I want to be on there too. So, but yeah, this is a great time to live. To me, just imagine the future. You know what I mean? That's what I thought about a lot too when I first thought about it. I thought about the future. Dang, how would the National Merit Shake Ships affect the future? The Statue of Liberty, the Grand Canyon, the World Trade Center. How would the National Merit Shake Ships affect the world, to affect America, you know what I mean, and the world, but America first? How would it impact us, you know? And I was just brainstorming about that. I think it's gonna push us to a more positive future. I personally think, because they're monuments, the first monuments we could actually ride on to the beach, to beaches, to multiple beaches. I actually want a bunch of National Merit Shake Ships taking the people to beaches all day long, even at night. Well, and probably not at night, but all day long. That they just take you to beaches. You could get from beach to beach fast on the National Merit Shake Ship. Well, not fast, but you get there fun. How about that? You get there fun. From beach to beach, you go back and forth on them all day, back and forth. That's what I want them to be. I want them to be so regular. Look at all these National Merit Shake Ships out here taking people to the beach, and they're big too. They're not super big, but they're big, and they're not small. They're big, and they take thousands of people to the beach, or hundreds, or 1,000, or about 1,000. like that. Like I want them to be like that, like very regular. That's what I want them to be. I want them to be regular. You know what I mean? Some everyday stuff. Like that's what I want it to be. And I want them to be convenient, and I want them to be worth it. You know, convenient and worth it. Like, well, that was worth it. I got to this beach in such and such time, or something like that. Or I had such and such fun on the way here. You know what I mean? So that's what I want people to do. Like, I want people to feel like that. And I want people to enjoy them like that. And I want it to be regular like that. You know what I mean? Because once they regular, we in there. You know what I mean? How many national marriage shifts we got out there, man? We got about 50 of them. We got about 50. 15 on each. 15 on the west, 15 on the east, and 15 on the south. That's dope. That's a lot of American shit cruise ships, right? Taking you to beaches. That sounds fun. You get your drone, take pictures of yourself, videos of yourself, capture yourself on top of it, and then get off, or stay on. You could book your hotel, stay on there for a week, because it's cheap enough for you to stay on there for a week, or it's affordable enough, or it's cool enough for you to stay on there for a week. You happy enough to stay on there for a week. It's fun enough. It's cool enough. Man, I can't wait for the national marriage ships to change our lives in America and in the world. And they're just a regular thing. One day, if we just get on that mug and just do what we got to do on the national marriage ships. Yeah, but I think it's gonna be a great time on the national marriage ships. I think a lot of people are gonna enjoy themselves. I think it's gonna make a lot of good memories. And what I wanted to do on the national marriage ships, the special thing that we always do on the national marriage ships, is that we play the national marriage ships. We play the national anthem on the national marriage ships every morning at 7 a.m. in the morning, right when the sun rises. Right when the sun rises. Dun, 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 dun. A live band every morning. Hear it. You can hear it from the beach probably. Dun, 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 dun. Not only that, right? But the national marriage ships are known for having red, white, and blue fireworks every night at 9 to 10, or 9 from 8:30 to 9 every night. Yeah, that would be dope. Wow. Just imagine that, red, white, and blue fireworks at night, every night at 9 o'clock. Ain't that dope? Ain't that dope? I'm just sitting here thinking. I know it get quiet, my bad, y'all. I be thinking too with y'all. I be thinking about the national marriage ships on the water, the red, white, and blue fireworks. At the restaurant, looking out the window, you can see the reflection of the red, white, and blue fireworks in the water. You enjoying your dinner with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, your loved ones. And there's McDonald's on the national marriage ships. Come on, we gotta have a McDonald's on the national marriage ships. Come on, we gotta have the McDonald's on the national marriage ships. Come on. McDonald's on the national Mary ship. Come on, we gotta have McDonald's on there. That's how it starts. That's how big things happen. We get McDonald's on the national Mary ships. It's a wrap. Everybody want to be on the national Mary ships all day, all night. They don't want to live on there if McDonald's is on the national Mary ships. Come on. I know we can make that happen, McDonald's. Come on, McDonald's. I'm smiling right now. I love McDonald's. And I want y'all to be on my national Mary ships. Because y'all delicious. But just imagine that McDonald's on the national Mary ships. You go on a ship, right? And they got McDonald's on there. And it's shaped like America from the top view on the water, the beautiful blue water. Shaped like America, look like America, look like the American flag and America at the same time, simultaneously. And you eating McDonald's on that mug, looking out the window at the ocean and the beach, enjoying your McDonald's. That don't sound good. That don't sound extra delicious when you eat McDonald's now. I think that sounds extra delicious. That sound good. But that's just one of the dreams for the national Mary ships. I want an arcade on there, but not just any arcade. I want an arcade with all the best games in the world on there. In there. The best arcade ever. You know what I mean? That's what I want. Period. When you go in there, you playing the best games. You having tournaments. Come on. Imagine having a video game tournament on an America-shaped cruise ship. A video game tournament on an America-shaped cruise ship. And imagine come on, there's so much. The top, you got entertainment going on the stage. You got the audience going crazy. You got people in the star pool. You got people chilling on the red and white stripes on the ship, eating dinner and watching somebody on the stage. You got political events on the stage. You got comedy on the stage. You got rapping. You got singing. You got pop. You got rock and roll. You got, man, that's gonna be so much fun. Just imagine that. America shaped cruise ships. Let's go. It's coming soon, y'all. All I need is y'all support. All I need is y'all support. Every dollar counts. The sooner the better. You know what I mean? The national marriage ships is going to be a reality for all of our families to enjoy if we all just get together, put our money together, and just talk about the national marriage ships every day. You know what I mean? So I think that should be our goal for the next, let's say for the next 5 years, is to make sure that we have the money to make this happen, because we know we could do it. Come on. We got it down. We can see the model in the pool now. We can see it floating. Let's make it happen. And we could do this together. So if you want to support, go on my Instagram, T9Shay1, or the National Marriage Shape Ships on Instagram, at T9Shay1 and at the National Marriage Shape Ships. Go on there, and then choose what you want to do. Follow the links in my bio. Follow every link that I put on there. Follow the links and choose what you want to do. You can either donate or buy t-shirts to support the National Marriage Shape Ships. Thank y'all for Carcell Pod episode 3. Y'all have a good day.